Coin on.
Hello YouTube coin community, it's me Robert with Coin Up. Okay, we're going to take, and today I've had a lot of people request, we're going to do another bank wrap roll. This is an original 1959D. Here's one end of it. Let's see if we can't get it to focus up. There you go, 1959 Denver. Here's the other side. We're going to open this one up and we're going to see what we can find on it. We'll start by opening this side right here. Okay. As we're doing this, guys, see what it looks like on the inside of it. Well, let's see here. Okay, wrapper's gone. Let's see here. They all look like pretty nice brand new pennies. Just to let you guys know, from time to time when you're taking and we're selling original bank wrap rolls like this, sometimes people take them and rewrap them and you just don't know as far as the dealer because we don't check them. Now I do this here from time to time to do a spot check to where I'm trying to take and make certain that you guys are getting good rolls. Now this is just one of the rolls. I'm going to search it, see what we find. I'll point them out if I do find any nice ones. These look like some really, really, really nice pennies. Let me get this camera to work. Let's see here. Come on, camera, do your thing. I might have just taken and messed it up. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, everybody. There we go. Nice looking pennies. So I'm going to be looking through them, and I've got my trusty loop right here. And as I said before, one hand it just don't have any protection on it. The one that's holding the coin has the protection. I don't plan on touching it with my loop hand. So let's get started. And if I find anything, I will take and I will point it out. Another thing I wanted to point out to everybody, now this one here, 59 Denver. I'm looking at both sides on a few of them. If I find anything, I will point it out. However, I don't always look at both sides. So when I'm looking at a coin, it's got an interesting chip going into the 9, but it's nothing I would worry about. I'm looking for a double die. There's an error D over in the date. I don't think there's anything else. But when I'm looking for them, I don't always look for everything. Sometimes I'll just look for the cherry pickers varieties. Tonight, I don't know. I feel a little spunky, a little rambunctious. We just got through with an auction. So this will probably be on tomorrow's. And I just felt like taking and going through a roll real quick while I'm winding down. And I had a good time last time. I very seldom get to check my own rolls like this because I'm usually selling them to you guys. So far, no RPMs, nothing of that nature yet. Just a funny die chip in the 9 that I'm not going to show yet. If it continues, I might, just to show you guys. Nothing major in my opinion. Now this one's interesting. I don't know what that is. And when I say I don't know what it is, sometimes you get some nice die scratches that you got to take a second look at because they just look funny. Now this one here, I can see a partial filling of the R in Liberty from like a grease fill. Who knows? That may progress on to take and totally fill the R in. And then later down the road in this roll, we could end up with a drop letter. They're pretty valuable, pretty scarce. No double dies yet. No nothing, actually. Other than just some anomalies that just take and make you scratch your head from time to time and say, I wonder what that was from. Let's see, we got about 8 coins down, so we're fairly fresh into this. I'm not even finding a minor RPM, which, you know what, this is a good lesson that you don't always find something in as far as varieties in a roll. That's why I call them my, I like to call them my lottery ticket. But one thing's for certain, I'm guaranteed to get 50-cent returns, which, yeah, not a lot, but many times, and I do mean many times, I make a better return by searching them than not. Enough to where the averages is taken and made me, well, I'll just put it this way, you see me searching, right? So there is a good chance of always finding something. The Mint makes a lot more mistakes than they ever let on. This one here must have had a bad die clash, because, man, there's some strong die abrasions on it, and I mean some strong die abrasions. I'm still yet to take and find what I would call a variety. I haven't found no more of the R that's filling up. So that could be a good sign, that could be a bad sign. Good sign being, or not a good sign, but a bad sign being that that it just fell out and there will not be a dropped letter. Still no double dies. More dry abrasions. A lot of dye abrasions. Must have been a really, really rough one. Now I see some stuff on the back here. I don't know what happened, but boy, they cut it all up with a dye abrader right up by the E pluribus unum. So something happened there. I just don't know what. I take, and whenever I'm looking for anything that's different, that's abnormal, and that also tells you what's going on with the die. Now we're about 15 in and nothing yet, still nothing at 16 in. That die chip again, I'm going to hold one off to the side here. I'm going to stop looking at the reverses because I just don't feel like it. If I don't find something within the first 15, I'm not going to continue to keep looking and looking and looking. And that's where, I may miss something. There's no doubt about that. But I just go by what I call the law of average. And after a while, I'll just stop looking. Let's see here. Nothing yet. Well, this might be a dud roll. Which, again, that's a possibility. If we found something in every roll, then these varieties wouldn't be worth quite what they are. And sometimes that's like the last roll I did. I only found 2 that were a Phoebus Stanton variety, but it had some pretty good value to it. And again, that's because you don't find them in every roll. And so far, this roll is not producing anything that I can see. And, now here's something that I may take in this particular roll. I might give it to somebody if I don't find nothing and let them search it, see if they can find something. Because, like right now, I'm not looking at the reverse. Don't care. Don't care what's in the reverse. To me, I'm just maximizing my the time frame that I feel it takes. Now, I don't know. Leave me a comment down below if you would rather see the stack. I turned this one over for some stupid reason, and there's some fun stuff happening over by the memorial. But leave me a comment. Let me know if you would rather see this stack right here or me take and do it, or you don't see the stack, and I am just basically paying attention to the coin and searching it and looking at it. I'll leave that up to you guys to make a decision, and the next video after this, I'll do it that way, because this here's a 59D, then we're going to do a 1960 Denver, and then we're going to do a 1961 Denver. Now here's the first RPM I found, but it's very minor, just a notching on the mint mark. Some weird stuff over by the L Liberty, but nothing major. That might be a one-off one. I mean, this is just a very unproductive roll so far, but I will look through it. Here again, I've taken, and I don't know how many times I've went through rolls, and this is no joke. The last coin is a $50 or $100 coin, and had I not gone through the entire roll, I would have missed it. So I do look at the last one. Now, yes, I will possibly miss the reverse if there's anything on there. I look at it this way. You know, one thing I found, I'm going to go back to this here stack, only because we're down. We only got about 15 or 20 left. Here's another. Oh no, it ain't. I thought it was another RPM, but it's not. I won't look at the reverse because the obverse tends to bring more money than the reverses. Don't ask me why. If it's psychological with collectors, there's a lot of reverses, like an 85 double die reverse that I really, really like. I will search on an 83. I will search both the obverse and reverse because there is nice double dies on both sides. Oh, this is going to be a boring roll, so if you stay around to the end, good luck. Still nothing. We're down to about 15 coins left, it looks like. I haven't even found the D over in the 9. You got that one. There's several RPMs that are really nice. You got some double dies for the 1959 Denver also. Guys, you can go to varietyvista.com and they will show you any variety that you can find, both obverse and reverse. And I'll tell you one thing. Taking this one here is about a waste of my time. And that's just the plain facts. Oh, another thing. When you're looking, guys, and I want to take and change this over. When you're looking at a coin, I'm going to pull my glasses off because I can do this without my glasses. Notice, you may not notice, but whenever I'm looking at a variety, I never close both eyes. That'll save the strain on your one eye or the other. I can look through this eye here as soon as I get lined up. Well, let's see here. Well, now I ain't going to be able to tonight because I have to go to my left eye because my right, if I do my right eye, I got to focus it a little different because, see here, wow, might have gotten worse than I thought. But that's the reason you don't. At one time, I used to keep one eye closed, one eye open, and it'll make one eye stronger than the other, and you'll need glasses, things of that nature. I think it's because I know how to hold it here, and it's just quick, but I usually have no problem using both eyes. Tonight, I don't know, maybe I'm a little tired. Yeah, see, because there we go. Now I can get it in. It's just it's awkward the way I hold it that way. I'm just so used to holding it this way. It's up to the eye, and I'm done. So, and this is the last two. This is one, and it's no good. So this roll was a dud, and it happens. Yep. BU roll, I would say the average grade of it was probably a 63 average. I will show you the one RPM that I did find. It's not that strong, but I'm going to show it to you. Let me change the camera over here to the scope, and I'll get that out to you. Go down. You go down. Okay, and you put that over there. Just bear with me a second, and I'll show it to you. Like I say, it's a very minor one. I'm going to have to get down a little closer to it. It may not even show that well. If I don't always like scopes, but let me see. Yeah, there we go. Now I gotta get my glasses back on. There we go. Well, this is not going to show the RPM too good, I don't think. I'll see if I can't get that notching somewhere in there to show you. There's notching. It's hard. You can see it's just ever so slightly, but that just shows you guys without a scope, I can see the notching. And I assure you there's notching up there, and there's notching down at the southern part too. Maybe you can see it, but I'm having a hard time seeing it on the scope. Let me take and try and do it. Sometimes I can turn it upside down, and once I find it again, there. No, this is going to be a little more elusive. So, okay. I also want to try and show you that anomaly inside the 9 if I can. Yeah. See if it'll show up. Yeah, see that little chip right there? That's what I was looking at. I don't know what it is, but it just looked a little fun for a minute. I thought maybe it'd grow into something. Maybe not. But this time it didn't. It's all just the same. So, that's it for this video. We hope you subscribe. We hope you hit the thumbs up. We hope you share this with a friend. Guys, you don't win them all the time. And, I mean, I'd like to say I won every time, but if I did, I'd probably be selling these coins for a whole lot less whenever you do find a variety. Going through the cherry picker's guide and updating it, I can tell you right now, there's a lot of times that there's coins that you buy for $5, $10. Well, I'll put it to you this way: 1970 Denver, Washington quarter. You know, $1 coin, maybe $2 in good shape, good grades. You get one with the double die FS101 or 102, you're talking thousands of dollars that could be put in your pocket. So, but that's a chance you take, and they're hard to find, so that's why not many of them have been found yet. So take care, have a wonderful weekend, and as I always like to say, folks, happy hunting.